Hello and welcome back. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everyone who hits that like button, supports the channel. It helps with the algorithm and putting the information out there through the system. So thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. Today we're going to do a reading and get some messages for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We'll do an overall energy and we'll also do some individual messages for each sign. So we'll speak to the collective first and get what spirit messages and what messages you need. I was pulled to do your reading today. So obviously there's something going on for my air signs. And this is for August. Please take what resonates, what doesn't is not for you. Do not make it fit. We can't read for every single person. I can't resonate with every single person. So just take that into account. But usually you'll find there's one message. Also check out your moon sign or your rising sign if you're feeling a reading does not resonate with you. But I don't know what's going on here, but let's see. We've got some cards jumping out. So we've got the Eight of Swords. So we've got temporary restriction or self-imposed restriction. Okay, this is self-imposed. You're holding yourself back. You believe you're blocked when you're not. So it's self-imprisonment, self-mental imposed imprisonment, or to me, temporary restriction about you heading on a new path, starting a new cycle. Some of you may be wanting to step into the unknown, take a new direction, start that new path. The Fool card's all about adventure, okay? Going into the unknown. So for some of you, you may feel you don't know how to do that, or you're waiting to do that, and it looks like you are temporarily restricted, but it is only temporary. So I'm going more with the energy for most of the collective for the month of August for my air signs, that we're getting this overall energy that you're ready to move forward, you want to move forward, you want to go into the unknown and take the adventure, whatever that is for you, whether it's a relationship, work, career, direction, a move. You're being held up. We'll look into those reasons, but don't get negative. No negative self-talk. This is someone who is nearly burning themselves out or creating mental anguish or mental self-talk, which is quite negative. So I just heard that, you know, that saying, like hearing the glass half full, or the, you know, half empty, that saying, or the glass half full. So this card represents, you know, you're seeing everything as dismal, as everything's empty, won't work, in a negative way. Could be some of you are really burnt out as well. Yeah, look at you looking at your choices. Okay, my air signs, you're very up in the air, I'm going to say. There seems to be mental restriction or mental fog, or you're not seeing things clearly. You have a new path, or you're wanting to get on this new path or take this new beginning into the unknown. So what is happening here is, though, there's a negativity, there's a negative energy here, or you don't have the energy to do that. So all these ideas, all these cups, everything you want to move forward or go on this new path, it's all up in the air. It's not pulled into reality yet. But they're also saying, you know, think about your options. See the Hanged Man. So, and high emotion. This is why I was pulled to do this reading today. And it does sound very negative, but if I can help one person through the energies or the day, or understand what they're going through, and this is the month of August on, so pay attention. You feel, the Hanged Man means you feel powerless. You can't make something happen, and you're getting really down about it, and it is creating some negative emotion. So please, for my air signs, the month of August, try your best not to get pulled in. This is heavy emotional. We're going to ask why. We're going to get some clarifiers, but you are in this, and it's something about your choices or making decisions. Now, if I look at the sign of Aquarius and Libra, Gemini, I don't think so much, because they're pretty direct, they're pretty clear on their decisions, but they will gather too much information and maybe burn themselves out or have too much going on. But my Libras, you know, they're always balancing the scales. They make decisions are very hard for them. And Aquarius, they kind of don't like any confrontation to go on a new path. So, or make a decision, or, you know, they'll kind of hang back from any confrontation. And confrontation doesn't mean fighting. It just means, you know, facing different things they have to face, different choices, or some organizing or rearranging has to happen. But there is a block here. There is a temporary restriction, and they're really putting you in this Hanged Man energy, and it's very emotional. When I see that, it does look like there's a lesson here. It's like you need to learn a lesson or something from this, because you feel quite powerless in it. And a lot of you are ready. You want to put the past behind you or a situation and move forward and stand in your authenticity. You want to reach out. Could be a love connection. It could be an offer somewhere, or something's coming into you. You want to go to this. So I'm getting this feeling that this reading, these air signs, might be for the group of either wanting to head in a new direction and trying to get things, or have to face all those different aspects of moving into that new direction. They've got to deal with some pretty heavy emotions, whether that's them or someone around them. They could be very stressed about doing that and moving on to this new path, but they do want to do it, and they do want to reach out here. You know, this could be to a third party. Something's come in to make this change. Or it could be you're moving to more like-minded or more connected. And some of you might be just making a move here, but you may have to leave someone or something to do that, to move towards more connection, like-minded people. So there's a couple of scenarios going on here, but the energy of it is, it's heavy because it's burdensome, of really emotional burdensome, that you have to face some of these things and make some choices. You see, a lot of you either are not happy or can't get to your 10 of Cups, your happiness, contentment. Now, be it a relationship, a job, a move, or whatever. Or you're thinking, for some of you, there's a group that are in a relationship, and they just can't face, they don't know how they will face having certain conversations. They don't know how they will face bringing up certain issues or dealing with certain issues. It is just mental anguish and restriction. But look at this, you are going to do it, and you do want to do it. See, you have to you will step into that energy. There's the air sign, there's the swords, that practical, logical, sort of business decision energy, where you can put your emotions aside. Or maybe they're telling you to do that, because every time I get this restrictive or negative card or temporary restriction, a decision needs to be made. Someone doesn't want to face it, whatever that is, put it where it fits in your story, or it's hard to face it or deal with it or leave a situation. And they want to expand, they want to move, they're actually ready to go somewhere else. And here, again, negative self-talk. So there is a reoccurring pattern here. Yeah, look at this. I've got to deal with these issues. So I'm dealing with someone who doesn't want to deal with it, or I'm not listening to my intuition or my spirit guides, or I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. So that is the thing. Someone's very stuck here. There's a group, or energetically, collectively in August, you're very stuck, because the Hanged Man, you're in it, you have to deal with it. It's going to be a money issue, or who you want to give to, or you have to be dealing with a money issue, or like receiving a job, making a change, or paying someone out and moving on, or finalizing financial and moving on, let's say. Or what's another scenario? You know, you are in this is coming in. Even if this was the universe giving to you this new path, new person, new place, new situation, you're in it. You're not getting out of it. So these temporary restriction or stressful moments have to be faced. They're nearly, like I heard, conversations that need to be had. And it is, and it's very clear to me now, this reading is about that, on whatever level it falls in, or whatever area it falls in for you. This is about, in August, where are you deceiving you and where are you deceiving others, or vice versa. This is deception, and this is got to be faced. So some examples would be being in a relationship, and you've got to have that conversation about what the truth is and where you truly are and who you, or where you're going or what you're wanting. Another scene could be someone deceiving you that is very hard, very emotional, but I'm not kind of getting that. Like it could for some of you, you know, big, heavy, hard conversations are definitely to be had there. It's moving on from someone or something. I feel it's more personal. See, you have to put practical, logical things in place for this new beginning. You are standing in it. You're going to put the past behind you in August. You are going to find that strength and your authenticity within who you are, so you can make that clear decision. But I think my air signs don't really like that confrontation moment. And confrontation doesn't mean fighting. It means having that difficult conversation. And look at this. There's a love offer. There's a connection, whether it's coming in or you're making it or someone's offering you something that you're very emotionally connected to. And it is karmic. So that's why we've got karmic under the Hanged Man. So you have to receive this. Universally, possibly, karmically, it is coming in, or you have to deal with it, or someone's bringing it into you and it's karma, or you're offering it to someone. So it's karmic. Yeah, absolutely. For a lot of you, this is very personal. This is in your personal life or relationships. You want to receive the Queen of Cups. You want connection, love, and it is from this either third party situation or you know, you want to move to a new place or collaborate, a job, career, place, location with like-minded people. But this is receiving. So it is tough in the month of August. I feel for my air signs that, you know, the month of August is going to be about facing those conflicts, facing those, I don't want to say fighting, but it is sort of people not seeing, agreeing. There can be conflict, disagreements, you know, that type of thing. There's a lot of this coming up in August. Yep, it is, for a lot of you, it is going to be about relationships, possibly the Lovers card. I think this is a very personal reading. I'm really feeling it's more about relationships, personal life that you're in, whether they're friends or a lover, or connections, more so than work. But hey, if it's resonating with work as well, or a path you want to take, yeah, see, someone's taking action to move on from past hurt, struggle, pains, wound, or if you're tied to someone and it is toxic, or it's not working for you, or it's the old and you need to move past it, the Queen of Wands will move past it. And there is some conflict here within this relationship. So it is all about relationship, guys. And see, there we go. There's the Aquarius. There's the Star card. Reward card needs to come in. But you also manifested this, you know. And also when we're going through things, how we visualize an ending, how we think something's going to end is what we create. What we put out is how it happens. So if you see it happening harmoniously or ending or changing or having that confrontation or that confrontational, uncomfortable conversation with someone, then, you know, be careful. What if you're thinking of it negatively, you'll get a negative outcome. If you're thinking that it'll be amicable and positive and we'll both be on board, you know, remember to put their energy in, particularly when we've got to have very heavy, deceptive, truthful, very hard conversations with people. I heard for some of you it is about a boss. It's all about moving forward. You have made a decision, my air signs, to move forward. And you made it. You can't stop the chariot. The chariot is moving forward. And you've been putting this off for a while, this decision, or restricting yourself, or believing you were restricted when you are not. And I think that's going to become evidently clear to you this month, what direction to take. And you want to be expanding, but there seems to be some hurdles here to get through and some decisions to make. Some of you could be dealing with someone quite difficult or stubborn, or one party doesn't want to move on and the other does. But in the end, you do put those things in place. It looks like you've moved on. It's karmic. You're going to something else, or there's another idea or connection, and you are receiving it, and those people are receiving you as well. So yeah, see, Empress card, new cycle, birthing a new cycle. Some of you could be having a baby, but I'm more feeling it's like a a cycle, like a rebirthing. Empress is also completed, you know, all queens in one has completed, and heart alignment. You know, you want to get in alignment now. There's a big emotional connection that some of you want to connect with. But let's see, I just want to ask a question, but how this thing that you're connected to, person, place, situation, that you want to move on to from, towards, and you've had a big, obviously, conversation and had to confront someone to move forward, let's say, that better. Let's see what they're thinking. What is the person, place, or situation? Yeah, so they're definitely wanting it, yeah. You're definitely moving towards a divine counterpart or a connection, job, relationship, person that is, you two have a higher purpose. It's very equal, it's very connected. This is my twin card, and they're waiting for you to make a decision or cut someone out or have that conversation and move towards you. Also, the swinging side of this would be this person might be getting a little impatient with you. If you were you hadn't had your conversations yet or your confrontations yet or had those hard talks, this person that's waiting for you, particularly with this love connection, in relationship, personal life, they may be getting a little bit, they're not impatient, but they feel a decision needs to be made or something needs to be furthered or taken further or the next step. And they're pulling their emotions back a little bit because they do need to know that. But for some of you, most of you, I think this is with the King of Swords there and the Queen of Swords, could be divine counterparts coming together, but it's also decisions being made and actual time to take action and cut things out. See, yeah, you've been thinking about it a long time. We've got death and rebirth and the Empress and waiting again. Yeah, okay, I get it. The theme of this message overall for my air signs is the word is procrastination. It's facing reality. It's dealing with those things we don't want to deal with. Now we're going to pull some for Aquarius. Aquarius, give me a message for Aquarius for the month of August. What is their overall collective energy really about? Yep, starting a new cycle. So Aquarius, you want to go to your Empress, whoever it is, male, female. Empress is someone that ticks all your boxes. They are your Empress. Nobody trumps the Empress or Emperor. They are your person, your twin, your divine counterpart, and you want that start, you want that death and rebirth. So definitely Aquarius, you guys are definitely, for a lot of you, you've been procrastinating, you've been too much thinking, not enough action, and it's creating a flow. It's creating people to think you're on board, but you're not. So my Aquarius, it's like you're on board with, or people think you're on board with them and maybe you're not, or people you're dealing with thought you were on board and you're not, and that's what needs to be cleared up. No more thinking and no action. No more hanging on to the past and your pentacles or your abundance or being inflexible or just trying to hang on too tight and not have that death and rebirth and that new beginning. And it's like the divine camera. It's like we can put it off, we can put it off, we can put it off, but then the universe will step in, particularly if it's a divine counterpart. And you don't want that to happen. You need to have this amicably, and then you learn a lesson. So you need to confront it. So Aquarius, if it's about love, connection, moving towards someone, it's time. It's time to face, what do they say? Face the music, face the truth, have those awkward or uncomfortable conversations and move things forward. Yeah, see, conversations move things forward very fast, and it will happen very fast. So let's get some messages for Gemini. What is the overall message for Gemini? Okay, Gemini, you always want to talk to me. Okay. Okay, Gemini, you feel really overwhelmed to me. Some of you could be being a little bit too nostalgic or thinking about the past. It's like you've been through a lot, or this emotional issue you have to deal with or face. You will speak up, you will speak out, you will say your nearly like your truths or your ideas or what you're putting in motion. You will do that. I can see this. It may be overwhelming for you to do that. Maybe you've got to speak up. Maybe you're about to speak out or set the new path or the new rules or the new idea or what's going to happen. And some of you are overwhelmed or a bit nostalgic about the past in that and want to speak up and out. I've got two groups of Gemini. It's like if you're nostalgic or stuck to someone of the past, yes, they were a connection, they were a twin. It's very overwhelming. Maybe there has been a separation for a group of you. You want to speak up, you want to speak out, or you want to finalize it, but it's nearly like they're not willing, or they're not willing to hear you, or you haven't got a final answer, or something like that's going on. And it does overwhelm you, and you need a decision, you need an answer, you need balance. For others of you, yeah, because you're dealing with someone that is not being quite truthful, or maybe not telling you the truth. So some of you will be calling that out. Some of you will be wanting to speak up or say your piece or say what it is or get closure. But it's like that person's not allowing it. It's creating a lot of imbalance for you. So for others of you, and that's the nostalgic about the past or thinking about the past. For others of you, you're about to give your idea or speak up or speak out, and it could create or disrupt a lot of imbalance, or, you know, you might have to stand up for yourself or defend yourself in that. Gemini. I knew there was another message because that card's come out again. That's my twin flame card, divine counterpart, happy, content, peace, found the one. But it's also my nostalgic card. So I think I've cleared that message, but there's obviously another message. Yeah. Some of you, there's a group of Geminis that are definitely, whether you were left out in the cold or abandoned or left, you coming in to get victory with a twin, let's call them. I don't like to label, but this is someone you're very harmonious with. It just works, it just is. You're on the same path, doing the same things. You want the same things together, it just works. And you'll be leaving someone to come to that. And you want victory, you know where you're heading, you've made your mind up. Yep, there's the overwhelming conversation. Or maybe who you're approaching is a bit overwhelming for you because it is a divine counterpart. Yeah, oh, I'm right. So for some of you, heading towards somebody, this twin, this person, could be a little overwhelmed. Might have to do a bit of processing, either way, whoever it is. But you're coming in for victory. You think this person oozes magnetism. You think they're sexy, they're the one, they're abundant, they're flowing, you love all their energy about them, which could overwhelm you a bit. So some of you might be approaching someone who makes you a little nervous, who's you think's a little out of your league or whatever it is, and they're not, they're your divine counterpart. They're probably just as nervous as you are. They probably feel just the same as you do, but definitely leaving someone or something behind, or if you've been out in the cold, you're coming towards that. So put it where it fits, Gemini, but that's the thing, you're getting a new beginning here, a new start with someone, you're moving to someone you're very attracted to, that creates abundance on all levels, okay? It is overwhelming, and it's probably overwhelming because you're the divine counterparts. So that's beautiful. That is lovely. And look, I think I heal you, you heal me. Together we're abundant, we heal each other. So I really do like that. It's really got a nice vibe. So let's do my Libra. I need to go have a drink of water. I talk so much, the mouth gets dry. So, Libra. What messages for Libra for the month of August, the overall energy, for their individual message? What is Libra dealing with? I'm already picking up a lot of indecision around Libra, but let's just Libra those scales. And the conflict is really within yourself. It's decisions you need to make. Yep, where you're heading. Yep, you manifested this. Libra, I really love this. You got the Lovers card here. So that could be a passion, a direction, a career you want to go into, or it's the Lovers. It's a partnership. Star cards reward. You know what you want, where you're heading, who you want, why you want it. But you manifested this. But be very careful what you are putting out, because that's what you'll get back. And you are heading for victory. You've got victory here. You know where you're heading, Libra. So that's why I'm getting that decision time. You're in conflict of decision. Why? Tell me more about this 6 wands. No. Thank you. Yeah, look at you, battling, struggle, fighting. You're in conflict. Either you're defending yourself to get towards where you want that victory, or there's a bit of a battle. It's going to be a struggle for you to do it. And I'm feeling more of the struggle for you to make the decision. Yeah, look at that. Libra, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Libra, we're back to your issue of trying to make a decision and balance scales all the time. They're asking you to trust your intuition. If this is about a love for you or a relationship, this has a higher spiritual divine connection. This has a higher spiritual meaning, this love. Trust your intuition, okay? But to me, with that and the Lovers, this is very spiritually connected. So that's why you know where you're going. And even if there's some humps, bumps, battles, or you have to defend yourself a bit to get there, I feel you will make this decision. You will get through it. It is your reward. It is what you manifested. You know it. You need to move towards it. So why are they indecisive? Why do they feel like Libra is the Two of Swords, between a rock and a hard place, or just doesn't want to make that decision? They do want to make the decision. I shouldn't say that. They clearly want to make the decision to move forward. They want victory towards this person. This person's either being defensive or battling them or blocking them, but I don't feel that. I feel that's for a very minor few. I think this is more about you know where you're heading, Libra, but you've got to make a decision or face something, and it's very spiritual. Wow, look at that. That's just confirmed it to me. We've got the Lovers card, which also fell on my twin card, and this divine, beautiful harmony that's coming in. And it could be coming in for you. This may not have happened yet. It could happen the month of August or August on. This is the energy through for August. That's why there's such a spiritual connection or meaning or feeling with this person. This is absolute soulmates. And I just heard too, look, if you're dealing with someone that has Libra in their chart, or you have a lot of Libra in your chart, that could resonate with you too. This is a very big, strong connection, which might be why I got the overwhelm before. I'm still not clear why, if it's such a big, beautiful spiritual connection, and it's a higher divine connection. This is a very, not just a soulmate, a very divine higher. And these are divine counterparts. These are twins sitting here. So what they've manifested it, they reward it, they know they want to go to it. There must be just some blockages there, but why are they not? Why do they feel they're blocked with the Star card? Give me some clarification for Libra. Clarification. 2 cards, please. Can I have 2 cards? Thank you. Well, you will get clarity. You are going to get very clear. Or maybe the person you're heading towards needed. No, it's not that. Oh, okay. So Libra, either you manifested it, you're having it, but it's blocked, or you feel blocked, or you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. A lot of you are either tidying up, working out how to put it in place to do it, or you've got to tidy up contracts or sign contracts or end contracts with people, place, situations, whether they're spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical. But you're very clear. You are very clear, Libra, but you are maybe weighing up the pros and cons a little bit too much. But I hear finalising. Some of you have to actually finalise paperwork to move towards someone. Or legal documents. Yes, Libra, you're definitely leaving someone, putting them out in the cold. You've made a decision. The Tower card's a major arcana card. It is happening, this change. You're moving toward, passionately moving towards someone who's more loving, nurturing, or they're coming to you, or vice versa. Put that where that fits. So it makes sense to me now. I think, Libra, you have a tendency to try and balance everyone and every aspect and every, have your foot in too many pies and trying to please too many people and trying to keep balance those scales and trying to balance your own scales. So I think just some clear decision has to be made. You've made it. You know you're moving forward, but again, that fell on the block card. It's either legal or planning, fated wheel of change. Okay, yeah, some of you are dealing with a troublesome person or someone who could cause trouble for you, or and it is stopping this journey. You know you're going to go on and you want to go on. It's not stopping it. It's like things need to be put in place. Things need to be organised. Things need to be written up, whether they're legal or whatever it is. And you have made a decision to move on from this person, but it also was the fated wheel of change. We always have a choice at the fated wheel of change. It's kind of like the universe saying, well, here you're at the roundabout, which exit are you going to pick? So, 2 more, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, Libra, definitely either you're moving towards something very passionate, or someone very passionate you've been waiting to come in is about to come in. And so there'll be no more you out in the cold, or you'll be putting that other person or wrapping up things in the cold, out in the cold. So it seems like August is decision time, and it feels like it is quite emotional and heavy, but it's a revealing time, and it feels like it is quite a karmic energy that we need to step up and face and do. So maybe that's why you needed this message today. I hope it gives you some validation, even if it's one little piece of it or one little message, to help you understand or get through that the energy overall is that it's moving forward, okay? So we have to face it. It's nearly like I want to say we have to face this, whether we want to or not, we have to face it, and we have to organise it now. So there it is, my beautiful air signs. This is to support you. This is to help you. This is to help you understand, move through those energies. I hope it helped. Hit that like button, support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And I will see you in the new and full moon reports. Okay, thank you. Bye.